Hi y'all, I am at my friend's house and I'm about to start stretching to practice. Um, I'm doing pretty good. It's an overcast day, but I have my orange monster, so I'm ready, very ready to practice. I went to bed yesterday listening to my manifesting music and reading off my affirmations. So I think I'll be good today. And if I keep doing it, I think I'll be good in general. I'm gonna try some of this dark chocolate. This dark chocolate bar real fast. Nice and I've had some moments recently where I've accidentally been allergic to something and had a reaction at work. So, if I do have a reaction, it won't be at work today. So anyway, I'm going to show y'all what I do to stretch. I do take off my shoes and I can in again the wet. The first thing I usually start with is, I could probably chill a bit, but I usually start with like a sweat or something. See how far I can go. So start to like work with my feet, because if you don't know, as a dancer, if you are a dancer, you should really make sure your ankles and your toes and your wrists and your fingers should literally all feel really good. If you're not doing this, you might be ruining your chances of your toes not being injured in the long run. Like, I'll never forget one time I was performing and my toes, my big toe, my regular toe went like this, which toes don't normally do. They normally like this. And because of that, my toe was injured for like a week. So now I try to literally separate and stretch my toes. For toes, or even at least for your toes and all the stretching, practice with socks on, and then later when you're like doing a little bit more of like this type of posing, put your heels on, because Hi there, by the way, my name is Simone, or at least I perform by Simone, and that's what y'all know me as. But this is my vlog about me working up towards a really good performance on the 21st, as well as the 23rd. This coming Monday, I have multiple things lined up, which is crazy. I should have thought that. But as long as I'm done by 5 or 6 p.m., I should be fine. I have rehearsal for my city's pride. Then on Thursday, I have a performance, and then on Saturday, Saturday or Sunday, it's the 23rd, I'm pretty sure it's Saturday, I have another performance in which I've literally gotten approval for. I'm not playing with them. I'll just go back to my emails and screenshot. But yeah, don't forget to roll your wrists and ankles. I like to even pop my fingers. Stretch them if you want. If you think that, like, if you're ever doing especially a move I saw that I want to do. This girl, she was holding the pole. She kicks her legs up while falling down, so it looks like she's falling on her back, but her other arm supports her. So eventually I think I'll do that move. Right now, I think it's just going to stay in the folder. I really need to get the foundations down. Speaking of, tell me why someone wanted lessons from me, because I'm thicker, which is fine. But like, I'm not totally sure I can teach. I'm gonna, I guess, try, you know. But her wife is a former pole dancer. You don't need me to teach you. You don't need me to teach you. If anything, I would say make sure you're going to the gym consistent, because even though you don't necessarily need core strength to start out, my biggest issues right now are coming from a lack of core strength, as well as a lack of upper arm strength and upper body. Let me know if there's going to be a hating ass hoe, probably, and say like, oh, well, of course, still a lot. I'm like, I don't care how you think my body looks, I really don't. I care about the fact I can't do all these cool moves I've always wanted to do. Like, there's one move I learned, like the cross legs sitting up off the pole thing, but because my core strength isn't strong enough and I'm not engaged right here even in my pelvis, I can't sit up like this. Anyway. Oh yeah, so now I saw this one woman talking about, like, you see how we're comfortable here? No, like, she wants us move out until your arms are not touching and hold that, and that'll help your hip flexors. We're gonna see. I'm gonna incorporate it into my routine. Wow, that feels strong spot. Ooh, okay. That's nice. That's really nice. I'm not gonna lie, I feel loose as fuck. Yeah, so now I'm gonna probably, give me a second. Now the bowl needs to be, now the bowl really needs to be wiped out a bit because it's not holding me up well anyway. And I'm not that sweaty, which shows me it needs to be wiped down. Also, I learned that if I did become a teacher to this one person, not only would I have to go to the gym more and work my strength training, maybe even get a personal trainer, but on top of that, I would probably also have to get better at pole. And I do want to get better at pole. I want to be more accountable. So. But anyway, I'm going to try to do pole lifts. Whew. That's better than before. The goal, in my opinion, is to have whatever arm is up lifting more. If you're lifting and you notice your right hand's on bottom and it's doing more of the work, start gripping through your left and pull way more, because you want your left and right sides to be matched. And that, honestly, in my opinion, helps you with flipping and turning on the pole, because you're not solely thinking, oh, I have to do this all from the right. And when you get it, you're way less likely to like insist on saying the exact same. And also normally, I get up here and I usually try to lift. I try to lift with, so I guess I am practicing my left push grip, but I try to lift by pushing, because we already know my upper arm, usually my right, can lift. We're trying to work on the pushing of the opposite arm, because if you want to airwalk, it doesn't matter the grip, one of your arms, give me just a second, okay, one of your arms has to push, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter if you're doing this type of grip, it don't matter if you're doing this type of grip. Your bottom arm usually is the one that's pushing, unless you're so strong and like practice, you can do a one arm grip. Because I know some girls that can on social media, They have tutorials. I am not that bitch yet. Maybe when I'm 40, but right now, no. So, maybe honestly when I'm 35, I'm not gonna hold you. Depends how much I prioritize goals. So, the goal, push. And if you feel in my opinion, if you feel your fingers stretching a little bit more towards pain, like just be mindful. I wouldn't say it's a totally bad thing, but I would say the first time I did this, the next day, my finger was in such pain. It was semi-swollen, it was swollen a little bit, a pinch. But because I had already been working on my grip and stuff, it was fine. But I promise you, you've never done this move, but you happen to do it one time, and you finally get it. Be mindful of your fingies, because however hard you get into it, the more swollen or in pain perhaps it'll be the next day. Is that inherently bad? No, I've mentioned on my Insta that pain is a part of the pole process inherently. Bruising is part of it. You actually want to force yourself to bruise, in my opinion, to work, just because it's going to happen. The sooner you get used to it, the less it hurts. And don't let it go, because then it'll hurt twice as much later on, because you'll be older anyway and you won't be as used to it anymore. So oh no, donkey, no, I love you. No, you saw that? My friend has a cat named Duncan, and I love them. I love him. But that cat, I pet them today, and they were super kind and sweet, and they let me pet them because they had first breakfast. But if it's any time after second breakfast, and the energy's off and it's not so chill, I can't totally tell how comfortable I can be with Duncan. Perfectly fine. Not all cats are this perfect golden cat. And even Duncan's perfection is in the fact he's not perfect. But for me, I'm a little bit scared of Duncan. I did pet Duncan today. Yay, we're growing. We're growing, but yeah. Anyway, I just locked the door though because well, that's my warm-up routine a little bit. There's some more I might do. Honestly, there's more I would do. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me do more. Okay. So something I do because I want to get better at my pole split or my hello boys. Grab, and then I try to get as close as I can, and then I do that. I split my legs open. And then I try to hold my legs straight. I was so much better at this before when I was a regular dancer because I did it so often. Oh, but again, hip flexors are a bit tight, so we're doing what we can. I'm gonna drink some more of my Monster, dude. And I'm not having an allergic reaction, so I'm gonna eat more of this bar. Let it be known, I don't care if you're as thick as me or thicker, or even a little less thicker than me, but still are seen by men and society as fat. You better eat, bitch. And some of y'all are gonna be like, how does this work for the air? Trust me, the more you do it on the floor and the more you dance in the air in general, or even on the pole up higher, the more likely you'll be able to get into the space when you're up there. Can you see how much further out my legs are? Yeah, because they're relaxed. They don't have to be up here. They can be down here. It's perfectly fine. On a video, it's gonna look damn near the same, promise you. I have proof, I will show y'all. But that's some, if not most, of my pole warm-up routine. Now I have to go and I have to think about my songs that I'm gonna dance to, and I also have to think about what moves I'm gonna do. So I hope you keep studying pole. I hope you keep going after it. I hope that you don't let your body, or how it looks, I should say, determine if you do pole or not. Think about how accessible it is to you. And remember, slight injury through bruising is part of the process. If you rock climb or do anything like that as well, you probably would be a really good pole dancer, especially grip-wise. Just so you know. Any sort of sport or art really does help with pole. And your strength and your muscle, like, oh my god, no, Duncan, no. I love you so much, but no. Okay. Duncan was there. Mindful. A lot of the exercise people, not me, but a lot of them either are on Ozempic or have a BBL. Say what you want. Say what you want. They're literally fitness influencers. Influencing is about putting out your best look, or at least the more societally attractive look. And so a lot of them are either on Ozempic, got a BBL, got fake abs, got this, that, the third, and probably have a private dietitian or chef. Do not hold yourself up to standards. Don't hold yourself up to standards. I'm doing my best not to hold myself to standards that aren't mine. Hold yourself to your own standard. And that's all I'll say today. I'm gonna let y'all go. Love y'all. Bye.